All right, so I encourage you to go back and watch my part 1 video if you missed it. And here's my part 2 video following up with how do you get recruited on a losing record high school team. Okay, so I'm going to go over some points that I didn't mention in part 1. Now, you also want to be proactive in your individual training. I would encourage you in the off season to get tons of individual training to where it doesn't matter what your O-line can't do or your defense if they're playing poor and people are scoring on them at will. If you are like a wide receiver or tight end, for example, and you're being asked to do certain assignments like block more, for example, and they're not able to pass as much, or when they do pass, it's got to be shorter balls. Like I've seen this in high school. I would encourage you to learn how to break tackles, get in the weight room and get stronger. You have those little DBs coming up on you as a receiver. You should be able to physically break those tackles and make yourself apply pressure to them. You might have to get some of your areas of weakness up to strength. There are some positives for playing for a losing record team as well. You don't have all the expectations that the winning programs in your area does, right? No one even knows who the hell you are because your school is looked at as a bad school for a losing record. However, you as an individual can shine. You ever heard when people be like, man, this team is not that good, but they got that one kid? They remember that one kid because they stand out. So if you're that good at what you do individually, you can make something out of nothing. That's where it comes to you. And a coach, when they see that, they're going to say, man, this kid doesn't have the support around him. Imagine if we put him with an offensive line and a quarterback who can throw deep, what he can do. We've seen his individual ability in individual prospect camps. We've seen his individual ability with trainers. We know he has what it takes. And that's what it takes, guys. It takes you as an individual to control what you can and stop worrying about what you can't control. But so many kids, they worry about records. They worry about what's going on around them. They're not focusing on, okay, well, what can I do to help my team get better? What can I do to be more of a leader? There's attributes that you, in character issues, that you can, make better. And at the end of the day, when you're playing as a team for your team, you're going to be a leader and display those qualities. And that's going to stand out to a lot of college coaches that are looking for leadership qualities. It's easy to be on a winning team and look good because everybody around you is complimenting you. But what happens if you don't have that O-line protection as good? What happens if you don't have a complimentary wide receiver or a quarterback who can throw as far? Can you break tackles and get yards after the catch? Can you block downfield and show the coach, I'm going to be physical and clear this lane and make this running back a lot better? I'm going to improve the running game with my blocking skills. I know I can catch. Guys, these are things that people like to see. Blocking is so underrated, and if you do that well, embrace it, you'll go far and you'll have your opportunity to catch. Look at these tight ends in the NFL. George Kittle, Travis Kelce. Kittle blocks very well. So at the end of the day, guys, just control what you can. I know it can get frustrating, but don't let that hinder you from going to the next level. Get in front of these recruits and show your skills individually at their camps. That's the best thing you can do.